Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well, today I have a different kind of video for you. So if you've been following me, you know I'm an aerialist. I teach beginning aerialists and flexibility in New York City. And because I teach flexibility in aerial, obviously I know a lot of flexible aerialists. So one other thing I do as a side hustle is I take photos of aerial and burlesque shows in Manhattan. So today I'm actually headed to Brooklyn to go take photos of Cat's Eye Cabaret. Cat's Eye Cabaret is a themed aerial burlesque show put up at the Deep End in Brooklyn almost every month. They take a few months off here and there. And this month's theme is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So it should be super fun. So let's get ready together. All right, I have to head out in about an hour, but before I head on out, I just wanted to share with you guys what equipment I use and how I got into this. So I got into this during the pandemic. When we got that refund, I spent mine right away on a camera. I've always wanted to take photos of aerialists because a lot of photographers in the city, while being phenomenal at composition, don't always understand the moves. So they don't always know when the full split is coming up or when someone is about to go into a drop or a deep back bend. So I found that when I performed, a lot of photographs I got back and my friends got back were transitional moves. So yes, the photos came out great. They were beautiful, but it was before, like I have one where my knee is microbent. It's about to be straight. So because of all that, I decided, wouldn't it be great if I could take photos of my friends so they were able to get back a photo of them in that perfect peak pose? Well, easier said than done. But because photography is hard, especially when someone is moving super fast. Over the years, I've definitely gotten better, but I'm always looking to improve. And my friend Rebecca Faye has this show. And if you don't know who Rebecca Faye is, if you're in the aerial world, she is the manager and one of the teachers at Vital Rock Climbing Gym in Brooklyn. They have a phenomenal aerial program. So if you live in the New York area, I highly recommend checking it out to train at. They have nice high ceilings, and besides offering yoga and stretching classes, they also have aerial silks and hammock classes. I've been training there only for about a month and a half now, and I am loving it. But Rebecca has this show where she allows me to come take photos. I get free admittance. I take photos for free, and I've been really able to hone my craft and get a lot better over the past 2-ish years since I've been doing this. So let me share with you my equipment. So this is a Canon M50 camera. The reason I originally purchased this camera is because I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and they said not only is this a good camera for photos, it's a good vlogging camera because it is smaller than a lot of other cameras. Now, this lens on it, I did not purchase the camera with this lens. This is a 30mm lens and it has an f-stop of 1.4. So 30mm, you gotta be fairly close to take the photos. This theater is kind of intimate, so I can't be on top of the performers, but a good like 30mm I'm finding is good for like a good like 7 to 10 feet away from everyone. And this is the main lens I use. And if you are interested in getting a Canon M50, because it has been a great camera, I will leave an affiliate link below. But I will also leave an affiliate link for this lens as well, because I've been absolutely loving it. I purchased this 50mm lens And when I use this lens, I have to use this converter with it because unfortunately, one thing that is not that great about the Canon M50 is it doesn't have that many lenses that fit with it specifically. So you got to get a good converter. This is doing me great. And then I have so many more lens options. So I'm going to use this 50mm tonight for my friend when she's in the Aerial Silks, because when she's in the silks, she's further away from me, and I'm just gonna need something that can zoom in a little closer to capture her. So that's the equipment I use. I still have an hour before I have to be there. So what I'm gonna do is charge the battery up, and I always bring 2 batteries. So I have one in the actual camera, and I have this one, which I'm going to charge up to 100%. So I will never run out of charge. The good thing about this show is it's only an hour long, and there's enough time in between acts where I can turn my camera off, give it a little rest. So I never have to worry about running out of battery, but you never know. A battery could die. It's better to be safe than sorry. So we're going to do that. And then when everything's ready to go, we're going to head on over to Brooklyn. And the battery is charged and we are on our way. So I live in Chelsea, New York City. And to get to the deep end, I need to take the L to Halsey Street. And look how crowded it is. MTA people, if you're watching, please run more subways on the weekends. They're always overcrowded. I feel like they run half the amount of trains on weekends, but only maybe like a quarter less people use the subway. Do you live in New York City and agree that weekend subways are so annoying? Please let me know in the comments below. Anyway, for me, door to door, this trip is about 35 to 40 minutes. The good thing is that it's directly off the L, and I don't live too far from the L, so it's like a straight shot for me. I'm not exactly sure the neighborhood this would be considered. I used to commute here years ago when the TV show Bull was shooting. They had a soundstage nearby. So I personally always refer to this as the Bull neighborhood. But the map says it's Bushwick, so let's go with that. And here I am. I've arrived. Of course, because I'm taking photos, I'm always here early, so they're still just finishing up tech, but this is what it looks like. There's a nice bar, good food, the setup.
Okay. Hello, Miss Bloom.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Are you excited for your show tonight?
I'm so excited. Buffy's one of my favorite shows of the year.
This is the queen, the woman who makes it all happen, Rebecca Faye. All right, have a great show.
Thanks, Laurie.
Really looking forward. Okay, you guys, I can't really play too much of the music because I don't want a copyright violation. But that was the host Dick. He started with a little strip tease. Obviously, I left out the stripping part. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube either for nudity. But now we're on to Rebecca Faye, who is playing Drusilla. And again, I don't know the Buffy the Vampire Slayer theme too well. I just know that Rebecca's Drusilla because she told me 1,000 times. And besides being a really good aerialist, I just think she's so good at character work. And then you got Tegan here, another phenomenal aerialist doing a hammock act. And while I'm sharing these acts with you, please give me a moment to also talk about the deep end food. So this is intermission. There's usually an intermission after 3 acts, but this was a light cast. So there was an intermission after 2 acts. And I highly recommend if you go see a show here, you order food during the intermission because it is so good. So here's what the menu looks like. And 9 times out of 10, I will order the tacos with the grilled chicken because they are just delicious and you get so much bang for your buck. You actually get so much bang for your buck with everything you order here. And look at the prices. $13 for the amount of food you get is crazy. Let me see if I can find a photo of the tacos. Okay, here's a photo of the tacos. These are not the chicken ones. I think these are the carne asada ones. Anyway, so big, so much food. I love it. Also, it took me a while to find photos of the food on the internet, and I went to the Deep End Instagram, and they have almost no images of their food. So Deep End, New York City, if you are watching this, you should add some more food photos to your Instagram because your food is so good. Okay, anyway, back to the performances. This is Rebecca Faye's boyfriend, Rob, doing a little strip act. I better switch off of this before it gets too risque for the YouTube. Next up, we have Holly here, who always does super cute and fun burlesque acts. And if you're confused, just so you know, sometimes there's brand new performers. Sometimes it's the same performers that she rotates a little bit. So maybe one person will do every other show. Some performers do 2 or 3 in a row, then maybe take a little break. Rebecca Faye and Rob are in every single show. We have Caitlin here on the hammock, and sometimes Caitlin hosts the show. This month she's just performing, and she's ending the evening for us today. So that's all. It's short and sweet. There were also activities and games in between that include audience participation, so it's super fun. And you can enter a raffle and win fun little gadgets. The show usually lets out around 9:15, 9:30, and I book it home because I'm not really a night owl. I get exhausted pretty quickly. Also, I'm always anxious to get those photos downloaded into my phone so I can start editing ASAP. Hi, it's me. It's the next day. Sorry I didn't finish last night. I just got home and I was so exhausted. I'm not really a late night girly. I'm usually in bed by 10 p.m. But anyway, I started editing this morning and I have a few photos down and I think I got some good ones. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like this kind of content, let me know. You know me, I usually post my aerial tutorials and my flexibility tutorials. But you know what? I live in New York City. I wanted to draw more attention to this show. I think those performers are really good. I think the producer, Rebecca, is awesome. And she's just a kind human being. So I want to support her. If you live in the New York area, again, it's Cat's Eye Cabaret. Definitely give them a follow on Insta. Rebecca posts whenever a new show is coming up, and they have all sorts of funny themes. They've had like Marvel, DC Comics, Barbie, Disney, Alice in Wonderland, and some more obscure ones that I don't even know, so I don't remember the names, and it's always just a really good time. I wish I had been able to take video of the food that I ordered because the food at the Deep End is so good also. And yesterday I got a burger, but they delivered it while I was filming, so I just kind of like ate it while I was taking photos, and then it was gone during intermission because it was so good. I may have eaten the whole thing. In less than one act. That may have happened. Anyway, please hit the like and subscribe button with the notification bell on. It really supports my channel. Also, any different type of content requests, I'm so happy to film my New York City life more. If you want to see more about what it's like living in the city. And that's all for me today. Until the next time, I hope you all have a fit and fabulous day. Bye-bye.